Hey, welcome to my channel. Um, just describe this situation. So, Celtics are up two to nothing right now, as we in the series. But if you read, essentially, um, what's his name? Oops, what just happened? Essentially, Porzingis is. It looks like he's potentially injured at this point. So he's going to be out. Looks like he's going to be out in Game Three. And I think I posted it up in, I think in Game One or Game Two, depending on how Game Two played out. If it was going to be a close game, then look for Dallas to win Game Three. Now it wasn't as close as we thought because the way it was, Tatum wasn't doing so well, offensively from the perspective if you look at it closely. But at the same time, it looks like with Porzingis, and I said basically Porzingis is key to the series. The fact that Porzingis is now out, or most likely out for Game Three, makes it much more that. Well, basically, put it this way: Dallas is probably favored more to win Game Three. The fact that they're playing at home, uh, Dallas is the Mavs are playing at home, and two, the fact that Porzingis is going to be injured or out, and if Tatum plays the way he played in Game Two, Dallas is going to win that game. Now, look, let's. I'll be upfront and honest. It's kind of surprising how uh, Luka Doncic, how good he really is. I mean, the man is like pretty much a scoring machine, and that's pretty much it. So, he's reminiscent from a perspective from a scoring aspect of a Jordan and a Kobe, taking all the shots and landing them as much as they possibly can. The problem is number two, which is basically Irving. Kyrie is not landing those shots that he needs to. I think Kyrie has to show up, and like as I said, basically the key to Boston winning the series is basically isolating Kyrie and basically limiting him. You limit him, you basically win at that point because so long as you can let Luka try to beat you, but in reality is if you freeze up everyone else, then essentially Dallas doesn't win. But the fact of the matter that Dallas has a shot now because Porzingis is injured, and if he's not playing, I mean, he has this rare injury, but the question is he poised to return in Game Three or playing Game Three? It's highly likely, and because of that, I think the Mavs can now focus more on either Tatum or on Brown. Drew Holiday, he's gonna every once in a while he's definitely gonna score, but he's more of a defensive threat than an offensive threat. Quite honestly, let's be honest with that. So the fact that Drew came out big on Game Two was impressive in and of itself, but at the same time, the Mavs can focus on Brown. Let Tatum try to beat you. If you contain Brown, Tatum will have to try to beat you at that point. And we saw what happened last year as well too. Tatum can score 50, 60 points, but if they can't win, if Brown doesn't score, then you pretty much can win at that point. So in this situation, that's the same thing that on the flip side, what Dallas has to do with the Mavericks. I mean, Dallas has to do with the Celtics. Sorry, Dallas has to do with the Celtics. So it'll be interesting to see how this works out in Game Three tomorrow. But from my perspective, I'll give you my tip is not tip, but more of my prediction is basically it'll be a close game again. It'll definitely be a close game. But this is a case where I believe Dallas will actually win this game if Porzingis is out as well too. And look for Kyrie to actually break out of his slump per se, his slump, or more of to the point where um, the Boston the Gardens, um, I guess, being the sixth man out there practically, look for him to uh, gain the trust and popularity and the momentum, or not momentum, but more so the cheering aspect of things from his home court in Dallas and getting that home court advantage. So I would say in game three, look for Dallas to win. Now, depending on how much they win by, it comes down to the fact of like if they win by five, then look for Dallas to win Game Four as well too. Now, if Dallas wins in overtime, I would say Boston might win Game Three as well too. But again, it comes down to Game Three. I'm telling you, I believe, honestly, in my opinion, the way things are going, Dallas should win Game 3. If Porzingis is out for the rest of the series, then it's going to be a close series, and look for it to go to 7 games. If Porzingis is back and playing healthy, 6 games, Celtics should win it in 6, basically. But again, let's see how Game 3 goes. But as I mentioned, I believe Dallas should win Game 3, and depending how they win in Game 3, they should be able to win Game 4 at that point. But with that, I'll leave it at that. Again, leave your comment in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. I do read them. I do respond to them when I want a response. And with that, I'll leave it at that. Now, if you like my channel, like my video, like my content, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And with that, I'll leave it at that. Unfiltered, unedited, and of course, always unrehearsed. Until next time.